I was, you could say I was a young Christian. I was a, in essence, the essence of the story is that I was a young Christian entrepreneur with a booming business. But baby, I also had a moral dilemma going on also. That money messed with my spirit, baby. If you've ever had a business that made you question who you are, what moral ground you stood on, your faith, your beliefs, drop it in the comments below and let me know. Hello, and welcome again on Confession. My name is Tanisha. I am your 9-to-5 CEO success mentor, coach, and friend. Guys, we're gonna jump right into today's story without any further ado. I became a lender. I finally made 6-figure, but had to walk away from that business because my peace I was losing my peace. I was making money. I remember the day when my bank account hit $1 million. I was excited. I finally felt that all my hard work had paid off. And even though I had reached the epitome of running a small business, I had arrived, I was beginning to question everything that I stood for. Something was just so out of alignment. And I had money, but I was becoming miserable. The very money that I was making had began to feel like a thorn in my side. Have you ever started something good and it seemed to be working against you? It seemed to be causing you to question your morals? I started this business to help women, to help people. But was I helping them or was I enabling them? I realized that my clients were being trapped in the vicious cycle that I was trapped in many years ago. And I have had some clients who genuinely could not pay back their loans. And although I was operating from a place of integrity, there were other institutions that use this opportunity to prey on innocent people. I began to have remorse for the business. I could not come to terms with the fact that I might be labeled as one of those institutions. Sometimes the good that you set out to do, the devil will turn it into evil. And I'm gonna give you a confession my personal confession before I go today. I remembered my own story where years ago when I didn't have a choice and I borrowed, I felt the cruelty of not being able to repay my own loan. Life happened. I had a little bit more expenses than I had to pay 1 month. And that company decided to invade my home when I was away at work. So it's a high-risk business, and one of the contractual clause, sometimes a company will ask you to use what you have in your home as collateral. I used my furniture in my house as collateral. As long as it's a yes and you're getting the money and you are in a rut and you need a financial bailout, you don't care. That was me. So one of our clients defaulted on his payday loan, so much so that he owed us so much money in arrears that we had to process a repossession order for that client. Have you ever had a business not align with your values, even though you were making money? I'd love to hear your feedback in the comments below, if that's something that happened to you and what you did about it. I could feel God just nudging me daily and just telling me that, honey, you are going down the wrong road. This is not what I want for you. Please do like, share, subscribe to the video, comment below, and let me know how these episodes have impacted you. Subscribe to the channel so you do not miss an episode when we upload. Thanks for watching. Bye for now. And as always, walk good.